Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? How is life for you? And how is your language learning, your language acquisition journey going? In today's episode we're going to talk about language learning through reading. So kind of the power of reading in language learning. We'll be exploring one of the most accessible and effective tools that we have, which is reading. Whether through books, articles, social media posts, which I don't recommend that much, but that is a good idea also. And websites. If you're just beginning, I believe you should start small. Incorporate maybe a 5 minutes a day reading um in your journey. Like a 5 minutes reading in your time frame for the day, or maybe 5 pages one day. It can be children books, short stories, or even ads and menus that can introduce you to common vocabulary and structured sentence, or that can introduce you to cultural background of the country or of the countries you are learning a language of. These materials are often written in straightforward language, which means they will be easy to understand, so you don't have that much derivative or words that are hard to understand, making them less intimidating for new learners or for just a beginner, and making it kind of at the level of at the intermediate level or BTU, B1 BTU. The key is to pick something manageable so you don't feel overwhelmed. So pick something that you're sure you'll be able to read. It's something that you know you'll understand. Maybe a book that interests you, a theme that interests you, or maybe a subject that you're trying to learn. As your skills improve, challenge yourself with more complex texts. So as you're learning, as you're reading the book, if you see, okay, that's too easy for me now. I have a good level in Spanish, that's too easy for me. Let me read a book about the background of the Spanish Revolution or whatever. This might help you encompass more and get better at in your language process. News articles, novel, or non-fiction books often offer rich language input. They give you most of the time good vocabularies and good words that are actually used, and maybe sometimes also words that you will be using in your literary developments, essays, or etc. or papers and researches. Don't worry about understanding every single word. I'm telling you, even to most even to smartest people in the world, or to most lexical performant people person, sometimes it's understand a word and that's so tricky and that's so tricky. So even if you don't understand the word, don't kill yourself with that. Like, go searching and learning, kind of focus on the overall meaning and look out for words only when it's necessary. So like check for the meaning around the word, the story that the word that you're the story that you're reading, and it's a specific word, you'll see it in action, you'll be like, oh, okay, I see what it is, and it will have a clearer vision in your head. If you want, you can also check that definition and write it somewhere, but that depends on how you learn. Some people learn by vision, so they need to imagine it in their head, or some others need to write it or say it in person, or even hear it, like hear the definition from all accredited sites. Over time, you will notice patterns in sentence structure and vocabulary, which will naturally improve your comprehension. Reading also provides cultural context. Stories and articles reflect the values, traditions, and humor of language speakers. By by engaging with authentic text, you are not just learning words; you are learning how those cultures fit into how those words fit into culture. So if you're learning about, like I said, the Spanish Revolution, or even the Asian Revolution, or any kind of revolution, you'll see words that are cultural based, that are related to that country, that might not even be in a language that you know, but they are words from the country. So if you are learning French, by example, and reading about the French Revolution, you will see a lot of words, a lot of cultural words, maybe metropole or constitution or droit d'auteur, droit des hommes. Those are words that will be into context that you are reading, and they will maybe be difficult to understand, but you will see what it is because it is around a centered subject. So those words you can still check them out, see them, and understand them. But the text that you're reading will help you understand those better. So if you're reading like maybe a book about the different cultures, to different food, to different to different gastronomy of different countries, and you're at some point about France and you're learning French, you might see pain au chocolat or baguette or chocolatine, and those words are words that you use in your everyday speaking and they are for breakfast, bread and stuff. So those learning and reading will help you see cultural based words and also other words that will be useful for your survival in your language that you're learning. Learning adds depth to your language skills and help you communicate more effectively. They give you a wider vocabulary range and gives you a better understanding of the culture, plus a better understanding of how the language works, either by writing or speaking it. So to finish, reading is flexible. It is an engaging way to strengthen your language skills. Whether you're flipping books online, in paper, to a website, or reading and listening to a podcast, every little bit of reading that you do will help you and guide you to your goal. Thank you for joining me today in that episode of Linguistic Journeys. In our next episode, we'll go explore strategies for maintaining motivation in language learning. So I know it is a hard thing, and maybe some of us need that motivation. Like I might be going to a hard time and need that motivation for other subjects, so we'll go have motivation in general, but especially in linguistic journeys. Until then, keep listening, keep learning, and stay curious. Stay tuned for a new episode. Bye bye.